training. Training. Well, I guess you want to repeat that?
Let's take a training.
There's coffee.
Yeah.
Đây là quý vị, hôm nay thì bây giờ mình đi tới cái chỗ mà người ta tập dượt đó, cho những người phi hành gia để
Life size models are. That's true to size. I need to figure out how to go over there. I don't know how to get to the.
that balcony over there.
Yeah. I feel like that would be a nicer view.
Can go around. Can go all the way around.
I don't know how to get.
This is on the cái gì? ISS simulator. ISS
Yeah,
order.
there are simulators in there. They have trainings in here. They have little simulations of like certain errors or failures that happen, and then everyone has to solve it real time and stuff like that.
Okay. So are they? How they simulate gravity? No gravity.
So here they don't have that.
Okay,
There's
yeah.
a separate facility called the NBL, so NASA Buoyancy Lab or something like that, where all of these models is submerged in the water.
Okay.
And that's where the astronauts perform like simulate the no gravity training. So they put on the suit, then they go under the water.
It's like water is similar to just no.
So here it's like they're just familiar with the
space,
roominess,
like
right?
the clearance that they have, how much space they have,
Yep.
which model is which, what thing is in what model module, so that they can like go look for stuff if they need to. Yeah. They can,
Maybe the next door down.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like I have to. It would have to be like like a door that doesn't require access. I know the practice door doesn't, so I always.
Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something familiar.
No, that's
Northrop?
Northrop. Yeah.
That's where his
My kids.
kids.
Oh yeah.
Space plane.
There's a new vehicle that's being built called the Dream Chaser by Sierra Space. That's another company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks like a dolphin or like a killer whale.
Yeah.
But I think that company is based in Colorado.
So it's a module
Yeah. No, it's not a module. It's a vehicle.
vehicle.
Yeah. It's similar to it's kind of similar to the space shuttle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But it's a new vehicle that is being developed.
Looks so tiny. Yeah, small. Yeah. Gravity là gì in tiếng Việt, guys?
Trọng lực à?
Trọng lực hả? Không có trọng lực. So nova đây là không có trọng lực hả? No.
So there's another facility that I might or might not have access to that has that like the buoyancy lab,
Mm-hmm.
but I might or might not have access to it. I haven't had time to do it
Yeah,
right now
that's
yet.
fine.
But
That's why.
basically-
Yeah.
Basically, it looks like this. It's
Mhm.
underwater.
Yep.
Like there's a huge swimming pool and all of the modules are submerged underwater.
Right.
And the astronauts go down there to train for the zero gravity.
Right.
fuel.
So the original the space suit, right, can handle water like
So
that.
I mean, obviously, it's been modded
Okay.
to not allow water to flow in.
Right. Yes.
And then there's also oxygen being fed through like cords, and there's a flight control team actually back there in the other room that's called EVA, so extravehicular activity. So sometime the astronaut will have to go outside of the ISS to
Yes.
perform like work outside of the ISS,
Right.
and so those people are the ones who help the astronaut navigate that mission.
Yes.
So a lot of the guys who work at console also work in this building that has the pool, working with the astronauts to help them like maneuver like from one module to another module
okay.
outside of the ISS
Right.
because it's so different. Like,
Mhm.
and if you lose a grip, you
Mhm.
might just float away.
Right,
I mean,
yeah.
you're tethered, but how are you gonna get back?
Right,
You know? So
yeah.
it's very dangerous.
Doesn't the
Right.
jetpack just like the
They have a jetpack,
Yeah.
but it's very limited fuel.
Mhm,
So
yeah.
you can only get one thrust out of it, and
Mhm.
so you have to get into a good position before you do that.
Right.
And so these people, the people who want to work EVA, they have to know how to dive
Mhm.
because they actually go in the water with astronauts.
Right.
Yeah, I could be. No, I could not. I do not know how to swim.
You know?
I don't know how
I
to
mean,
swim
you can
well.
pretty much just like take a diving class, like get the certification and then apply, and then they train the rest of how you do it.
Đi làm con làm.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, there are still people working right now.
Yeah.
And they got a lot of tools.
Mm.
Looks like they have a lot of Milwaukee tools.
And DeWalt too.
Yeah, and the
And DeWalt. So, what are these people doing over here? These
Engineers probably.
they're probably just crafting like different training tools.
or module that goes on into the.
So there are all kinds of experiments on board. There are all
Mhm.
kinds of like racks
Right.
that the astronaut would have to like drill into to mount stuff to. Because
Okay,
right
yeah.
now the astronauts are the only one who can make modifications to systems on board, right? So these
Right.
people oftentimes will have to like figure out, okay, how do you actually do this? And then they write the procedure for the astronaut to follow.
I see. Okay.
And then the astronaut might run through the procedure and they might say like, ooh, this is confusing. And then they would fix the procedure to update it
I see,
to
yeah.
make sure that it's clear for
Yeah.
everyone else.
And oftentimes there would be new instrument also
Yes.
that goes on there.
Exactly.
So
There
they
are
have to fab up.
Constantly changes to
Uh-huh.
the ISS still
Right.
happening.
Okay. So they're responsible for doing that.
Yes, exactly. So I think I'm sure they're crafting a lot of stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
And this is
late.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, government employees are not lazy. Tax dollars well used.
Okay. So are they meeting right there, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff
There's
going
a
on.
lot.
I mean, it's not just for like the ISS though. It could be for Artemis. It could be just future missions.
A lot of thing going on.
Yeah. Oh, those people right there. You see those cardboards?
The orange.
Those are the next crew going on Artemis mission number 2. And Artemis mission number 2 is not going to actually land on the moon. It's just going to orbit the moon. Because the first mission, Artemis 1, was unmanned. So there was no one in the capsule. It just orbited the moon.
Uh-huh.
The next one will have people in it, and the third one is the one that will land back on the moon.
Okay, so they're
Hopefully.
testing their boundaries.
Yeah, hopefully.
Okay, so that was the blind. Yeah, you
Yeah. It's that big thing over there.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah. Over there, we only saw a small
Yeah,
portion
that's
of
a
it.
Small portion.
Mhm.
Yeah, I need to. I'm glad that I tried this because I can then take other people.
Yeah.
And that's the new capsule. That's the new
Yeah.
capsule. It's called Orion.
Yeah, is it the same name with the one that we saw in the
Yeah.
on the other side when we?
Chỗ này là cái chỗ
Yes.
để người ta tập dượt đó
That was the
cho
model,
những người phi hành
for
gia
that.
để
It's a new one.
And see, the door opens out. This side.
Yeah, they learn from them.
I know.
Yeah.
Like what the heck? I would hate to be the engineer who like designed that and got 3 people dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Fire.
not good.
Mhm.
They would feel like you're really guilty. Yeah.
I know. So you see those? Those are called hatches. Those doors, like those square looking things, those are hatches. That's how you divide the modules from one another. right? So there are specific ways that you have to put them on and pressurize. Because if there's a leak that's big enough in one of the modules, you can isolate the leak by like closing it off. And then if that module just leaks all of the livable air outside of it, they can still live in the other modules. So actually there is a leak right now on the SS, on the Russian segment, that they're all trying to troubleshoot, but every time they go into that module, the leak gets worse. And so they keep talking about potentially like, what do we do if there's like what they call an unzipping event. Unzipping just means that whole module just blows away because like the leak just rips open and then all the air is sucked out of it. So they constantly have to like prepare for the worst case scenario basically.
Right.
Còn đây là cái Boeing module quý vị, vừa rồi nó lên mà nó bị kẹt á, 2 người phi hành gia trên đó. Còn đó là cái chỗ của cái International Space Station đó, cái trên đó để người ta tập dượt nha.
Russian segment, you see that flag right there?
Yeah.
And it's called Zvezda, which means star.
Okay.
And then that one is also a Russian segment called Zarya, sunrise. But the common name is, this is the service module. That's the FGB, which is something. It means something in Russian. But the rest of it is US. In collaboration with a lot of European countries, so like there's Italian. So I think the U.S. paid, but the Italians design and built the modules. So there's a Unity module, a PMM, a Quest, and then Harmony. But they're like the fancy names, but there's also the common name. Like so, Node 3, that's like. I think Node 1, Node 2, like the lab, you know, all kind of stuff. There's a Columbus module, which is a European-only module. And there's a Japanese module. The Japanese module is right there. You can see the Japanese flag right there.
Wow, okay, that's an interesting design.
So that's why it's called International Space Station.
Right.
It's an international collaboration, literally.
Yeah, so they each make their own villages.
Yeah, but technically they all live together.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all connected.
But the Russians
Right.
go back to their Russian segment to sleep. The American will sleep in the American segment.
I see.
But they can go back and forth. There's no like restriction or anything like that.
Yes.
Which is pretty cool.
Cool.
Like sometimes there are things that we need from them, and sometimes there are things that they borrow from us.
Yeah. Very neat.
That is the large model of the ISS,
Yes,
right?
yes. Those like blue-looking things are solar panels, and those smaller looking things that are closer, like kind of white, they're to for heat to escape out of, so that the astronauts don't overheat. I think they're called radiators or something.
Are there also just like radio towers on the
Yes,
ISS?
there are communication devices.